Hello and welcome back to Challenger League. Bro, Giga Chat. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, D Plus up against Bro here for our second match of the night. And DK still have not lost a single game. And I don't think that's going to change tonight, Wolf.
I don't think so, but I'm here for the... We had a little bit of a Messi's first series, you know. There were some problems, there were some errors, there were some good things. But I was not giving the same sort of positive caster experience that you guys are going to get in the second series. I'll tell you what, Valdez, I think Bro could be the team to take the first win away from D Plus Kia.
I mean, Kevin Kim said it was so I think that there is a chance, now that he has spoken it into reality. It seems like Bro is always the team to kind of upset and surprise in the LCK and in Challenger League, so will it be them to stop the streak of DK? Even if they take one game, that's stopping a streak. They don't even need to win the series, just win one game, and we will have 6 games, but also a very interesting one. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be 6 games. Bro could just win twice.
Yeah, could be a 5 game.
Will it happen, Wolf?
Like I said, it could happen. I'm only a positive caster for the second series, and I think that this team could be the team to do it. Bro in LCK have leveled up a lot. Yeah, Kangin is playing. Bro and LCK have leveled up a lot, and their early games have been fantastic. Their late game, not so much. This team, though, in Challengers, when they get leads, they have been doing better than their counterparts in the LCK. Their first blood win rate is still 50-50. They don't get them very often, but I think this team has its own special way of playing things. As Kangin is doing stuff like playing Pantheon top into Jax and winning. So maybe he's got some more fun stuff planned for us today.
Where is Lava? Who are these players? This guy can't play even in Challenger League for at least like 6 or 7 years. He's still got a while to go. This is small giant. Is that Bro? Perhaps that is one way to describe it. Them.
Look at Sword. He looks so happy.
He's having a great time.
His assistant coach seems a little skeptical of whatever he's smiling about, but I say assistant, I think Score is in fact the
Score?
Assistant. Sorry. Sword. There's a lot of coaches
it's been a
with
day.
S names. It's been a day. It hasn't really been a day, but like I feel like it's going to be. Their win rate with First Blood is 100% because they have a 100% win rate on blue side, 100% win rate on red side. They are 10 apiece, so if you know, another streak could be broken or another stat could be broken if Bro just say, we're going to pick... wait, they're actually on red side, right? If Bro picks blue side, then they pick blue side again.
Oh, no.
The even nature of the wins will be broken. And they'll be 12 and 10.
Broken?
That's right.
By Bro? I think you're onto something here, Wolf. And yeah, these guys are insanely good. They have an intense amount of fans as well. This is not your normal Challenger League experience, unless, of course, you are DK. And to be honest, I mean, if you're a fan of good League of Legends, these guys will provide it. And, of course, they are bringing in tons of fans nowadays just because everybody's really excited. They want to get on the hype train of the undefeated team. Not just in series.
Yeah.
Not a T1 or Gen.G and LCK experience. This is literally not dropping a single game.
I think these players will also bring these fans with them overseas as well when they do eventually move to other regions. I'm trying to say that these players are probably going to get picked up next season.
Picked up like by the fans, like to be in a relationship, or
picked up by teams across the world to be in a non-challengers
like collaborations from like their LCK team and in Korea.
I don't know. I think that some might get picked up in LCK, but we will see. There's some new rules and changes coming into effect for challengers players in the LCK next year. Let's talk about the results here for Bro. They have improved massively since spring. They were a 10th place team. Now they're 5-5. Even though the end result seems worse for Bro for LCK as well, I think the way that they're playing early games has leveled up a lot. So both the Challengers team and the LCK team have improved in a lot of ways. It's just the later parts of the game for LCK that hasn't gone well. And yeah, 10 series winning streak, no losses. So they are 20-0. They're looking for 22 tonight. Here are the KDAs of the players. Surprisingly low. I mean,
what do you mean? They played 20 games at an average of 12.
If you've never lost a game,
come on.
Though, I'm just saying.
I know you have high standards, Wolf. But
I mean, they're lower than I thought. Like, these are really high. But Pool Bay is potentially going to break 10 tonight.
I mean, you can still win really hard and go like 3-2-5. Like, that can happen sometimes. As they are from... I think he's saying to come to the LEC Bible, but no, he will stay here with us for now.
Always aim higher. That's right, Erky Timbers.
Yeah, that's why we hands off Bible Chronicler joining the chat. Yeah, we had T1 Chronicler as well, so now we've got both of them in here.
This is his ult. Yeah,
yeah, this is all. Lee Sin banned, and I was excited to watch Lucid play on 13-13 because of the Lee Sin buffs. I was telling you about this. We're playing on 13-12 because of some patch issues, and they're still gonna ban it because he is that good at the champ.
Thoughts and prayers out of those minions out there.
Yeah.
Let's see what else gets banned here is Nico LeBlanc. It's 13.12, taking those away from Ivory here. And the Kai'Sa pick is still incredibly strong. The Azir feels pretty safe here. If we do see a Kai'Sa ban here in this final slot, not saying that we necessarily will. Vi banned on blue side means that they're actually going to ban the Poppy away. So let's see, probably an Azir here for Ivory. Oh, Kangin's Renekton.
Don't forget about the Croc.
I mean, I didn't forget about it. I just thought they'd prioritize the Azir more. Now,
you got to split those two up. We know how strong they are, Renekton and Azir. One scales and the other doesn't, but it scales more nowadays. So,
could see any of the teams that Kevin Kim has listed picking up these players because they have the funds to do so. Annie Viego, I think, is a pretty safe rotation. Annie Kai'Sa, also pretty strong here for D+.
I like the Kai'Sa here. I love the Kai'Sa.
I think it's pretty good.
Kai'Sa is just a good champ, but they're gonna prioritize the Jax. They're not gonna pick that Kai'Sa too early. This doesn't mean that Anish might get his hands onto it, but at least, I guess, they take Jax.
Tristana is available. Maokai Tristana could be the way they want to round out this first part of the draft.
The giraffe?
The giraffe.
As opposed
to the monkey? This is the first part of this giraffe.
The giraffe, yeah. The giraffe is going on for a while here. They are not fretted anymore. They are OK Savings Bank Breon.
That's right. Azir. Renekton, Azir, the Maokai.
The random flips for objectives?
No, that's not going to happen.
Oh.
Not in my challengers.
What is challengers?
Nah.
All right, what did DK
Rel or
get?
Kai'Sa? I'd say Kai'Sa. Just play Kai'Sa.
Yeah. I think Kai'Sa's good. There's definitely a lot of...
You could also just play Kha'Zix. That's something you could do.
It's definitely a good champ from the head, and if you assume you're going to get ahead, you can hunt trees and cut them down with your very sharp talons.
I think that's a fairly strong assumption. Bro is a 5-5 team. They won 50% of their games. You think that undefeated D+ would get ahead early? I don't like this Kha'Zix.
I think that DK may have assumed it.
I think this Kha'Zix pick here early, it's a little bit high prio. Don't think it needs to be this high prio, as now Milio's gone.
I guess Rahel just wants to play Aphelios, but they just don't want to pick it early.
Yeah, they may ban Kai'Sa if that's the case, and still pretty strong here, even into the Aphelios. Varus also seems to be a pretty strong consideration with the Maokai here. Really strong duo there.
How about Ziggs?
I don't think they're thinking about that right now. They're going to ban Aphelios.
Yeah, I guess once the Melio comes out, they may have changed their tune a little bit. But Rahel is a fantastic Aphelios player, so I just assumed
it's a Draven. It's a Draven
angle. They would just pick it up for him, but not the case.
Are we going to ban Draven, or is Rahel going to play Draven?
No, they're playing Sivir in this
game.
Okay,
they banned Varus. I don't know what Bro's plan is here.
Zaya? Pick Rakan?
Draven.
Kaisa.
Oh, don't.
After all
Man,
that.
after all that, you're just going to play Kaisa? Really?
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 Really? Actually, yeah.
Actually, his
it's
name is
actually
Rahel.
confirmed, locked in.
Zeri's
That
not a champion anymore. No, put it away. Stop.
Oh, no.
What
Zeri, Yumi, Azir, Renekton?
And
Zeri,
Nautilus is just
Yumi,
hanging
Azir,
out
Renekton.
as like the freest pick of all time. Well, I'm glad they banned that Varus then. Yeah. This is DK 1-0. Even Chronicler's like LMAO bro loves losing.
I don't think they love losing.
Well,
That's actually.
I guess for game 1 they do.
I don't think they love losing, but they do not love playing strong picks in this meta.
Clearly.
Chronicler's being toxic in chat.
I think I'm gonna have to time out Chronicler.
Yeah, I think you do. He's actually being toxic. It's actually really messed
toxic
up.
casters? You know, he had Boba
You know
today.
you're not
Maybe
on your
that's why he's
Smurf,
off the
right?
leash.
This is actually your main account.
Do it, cowards. Oh my god.
I'm going to talk to Kespa about this.
Am I even able to? Hold on, let me see. Atlas is here. Who do I ban?
You can't ban him. It won't let you.
I'm gonna try to time him out for 1 second just to test it. You cannot time out moderator Chronicler unless you are the owner of this channel.
That's why I will be speaking to
Damn.
the direct
Didn't
owner
work.
of this channel shortly after this, and the Chronicler will lose his sword in the chat. I know some top men who will be handling this.
It's okay. He apologizes to Breon. He was
Apologize
having-
to OK Savings Bank, Brian, and I'll consider it. As D+, they have a pretty hardcore win more draft here. In terms of what this comp could do in the early game is a little bit limited, but if they make any sort of proactive plays and get ahead on either of their soul lanes or the bottom side of the map against the Zeri Yumi, it's
sorry.
it's not going to be great for Bro.
I mean, if they can hold on for a really long time and somehow deal with Thanatos' Jax as well at the same time, then, maybe then, they can win this game. We've seen the impossible happen before in the Challenger League. Will it happen tonight? No, it won't. Well, we'll have to wait and see, guys. We have game number 1 on the way. Let's do it.
It's Mountain Drake. It's actually the spoiler in that intro. You can actually see what dragon it is before it spawns, before we even see the
Is that allowed?
UI.
I don't know if that's allowed.
I think it is officially allowed, but it is frowned upon to know which dragon it is before the game
Is
starts.
that Renekton toy?
That's my skin. That's what I use. But I didn't see which chroma he was using.
It looks like green and yellow.
So the default.
Yeah.
I used the gray looking one.
All right, Raptors' best pick in LCK CL Summer 2023. 6-3.
Didn't even play it with Tristana.
Now they've got Kangin in the top lane.
It's his first game of Renekton.
Are we going to call him Kangin, which is how you would say it in Korean, kind of? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
What are you
saying
going to call him, Kangin?
Kangin. Or it would be Kangin, right? Like Kangin.
I'm going to say Kangin myself.
That would be a little bit more comfortable for our global viewers.
Thanatos has not lost a game on any champion. But he has played 7 games with Jax.
That's not true. This is a new round 2 thing.
No, yeah, the portal between, the non-existent portal between the Herald and the Drake pit, yeah, that's a new thing.
Mm-hmm. You ever just pick Counter-Strike first and win lane?
Yeah.
No, don't lie. You play Renekton. You don't play Jax.
Yeah, I'm actually the one who loses to the level 1 Counter-Strike. Bible, he is putting the pressure on. And look at that passive stack up. Rahel is doing the damages.
Damasio.
If he were Italian, that's what we would say.
Is that actually damage in
No, Valdez, that's really
in
insensitive.
Italian? Sorry.
Absolutely not. That's not what it is.
You know, it kind of sounds like it
Any
could be,
Italians
though.
in the chat can confirm what damage is in Italian for Valdez.
We don't have any Italians in the chat. They're all AI.
I don't. He's calling
Especially
Italians
chronically.
AI as well.
No,
like,
I'm not. I'm calling the chat AI.
He's just saying you can add Geo to the end of any G word to make it Italian.
Oh, here we go. Damagini. No, I'm kidding.
Dono,
apparently
see?
it's Dono. Definitely with our perfect American pronunciation as well.
Been watching too much Ratatouille,
Dano.
Valdez. All right, level 3. Hold on, there's an angle.
How was your sub? It was good. Yes, Chronicler, I know you were just saying what Sona says. That wasn't the question at hand.
Hold on. Bible with the angle.
Still in the river. Raptor. He's not on the Raptors.
Okay. Oh, his pet was seen. The ward sees him. They're going to leave. They're going to be respectful.
He got spotted.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Okay.
And Zeri is backing in the middle of the wall. Don't do stuff like that. I'm getting scared because we're going to have a pause or something because his back animation doesn't cancel.
Recall issue.
Yeah. We're like, Dan O. I'm purposely saying it like this, sorry. Yeah, pretty close.
Valdez does love
appreciate you
Italians,
being
by
nice
the way.
to
I'm
me.
just saying, just in case someone misconstrues what he said
I am
before.
from New York, so let's just say I'm used to it. I had a lot of
What does that even mean?
Italian American friends growing up. Okay,
all right.
That's all I'm saying.
Just used to what? Like discriminating and saying like Gios at the end of things. I'm gonna get Valdez in trouble.
Oh. From New York. Wait, New York is near Italy? Yes, actually, it's right down the block.
Okay, hold on. Pool Bay didn't take first strike, but he's looking for it.
Boom!
But the Sand Soldier placement was good, so he couldn't actually auto afterwards.
You know that's nerfed on 13-13.
True.
That Q's going to do 10 less damage.
True.
Maybe 11 or 12, depending on the AP ratio. Because the AP ratio also got nerfed by 5%.
Exactly. And so what item you're holding. And what your runes are.
Yeah.
And how much adaptive damage you have.
And what time in the game it is. Because you'll have more items later on.
Yeah, and when your level, your base AP stats. And how
Yeah, there you go.
We did it. We solved how ability power ratios,
Nice.
The ways in which you can
Great
obtain them and become stronger, and how Annie's Q would be changed as a result.
Mm-hmm. So when champions have a lot of health, turns out it doesn't generally matter, as Thanatos is going to ult the thin air in front of him. But that's fine, because he took a nice trade. Unfortunately for him, though, Kangen still has his ult.
I just like to pretend that Jax doesn't have an ultimate. It's like, it just,
Yeah.
it's one of the least cool ultimates in the meta, to be honest.
It's not even
He's
that
like, I used my
obvious.
ult, but actually it doesn't even matter, because I'm still going to look for a solo kill, and almost got one. If Kangen doesn't dodge that counter-strike, probably gets it. Or at least forces a flash.
Mm-hmm. So, no first blood yet, but DK did get this first streak early with their Kha'Zix and their bot Prio, because Zeriyumi isn't a thing, as Bro will soon find out. And we're just trying to force Dominus's up here in the top lane. It's not happening, though. Kangen's just holding on to it. There he goes. He's going to have to use it right at the end. Thanatos doing a good job of forcing that one out. And now he'll back.
He will back. He will TP. Okay, I thought he missed the can. That got tricky there for a second. The angle we were looking at, the health bar blocked it. I was like, I thought he was going to get it. He got it. Early game Renekton working out here for Kangen, who's been a pretty aggressive top laner since his joining of OK Savings Bank Brion's academy team. Full Bay does have his stun prepped and could look for a bit of a tempo play here in the mid lane after he avoids the Sand Soldier. Yeah, he misses.
Tiba! Tiba, how could you miss? Tiba, don't do this to me! No! Don't do this to me! Tiba! No!
Well, he did try for the tempo ult, I was suggesting. However, it was a little bit off, but it was a nice try. Positive caster here. Positive caster here. It was a small miss, slight miss.
Good effort.
Good sidestep from Ivory. Good existing slightly to the left from Ivory.
Yeah, you
Very
know,
top tier play.
He realized it was coming down and, you know, he walked away. Yeah. So he didn't get hit by that. Effort is pretty. That's not the positive challengers chat that we require.
That's not very polite. The pet's ready to start the Rift Herald.
Yeah.
Raptor's not ready, but the pet is like, I'm gonna take a little
sapling. Like Raptor has 2 pets actually. Sometimes multiple saplings. So he threw in the sapling, and then the pet went in second, and then Raptor goes in third.
Okay. Camera work is getting a little intense there, as Kangin is there, so they are going to be able to take the Rift Herald on the bottom side of the map here. D+ has already gotten Dragon, and we may see a level 6 timing here for Viable. Lucid is able to go over the wall here. Not going to commit, though.
Oh, nice little help on the leash there. I think that Q hit the red buff. Yeah, just a lot of posturing from DK aggressively on the bottom side of the map, but Bro are playing respectfully. I think they realized that, okay, we probably don't want to take some fights early on in this game, so let's not. Right, Bro? Right. Right, okay, they got it.
They got it. Kangin is putting the pressure on, and then he's going to leave.
Wow, no kills at 10 minutes in my Challenger League.
Pickaxing is what Kangin is doing now. What's he mining for up there in the top lane? Has anyone ever thought about the fact that pickaxe gives you a lot of attack damage, but it's not really a weapon, is it? It's supposed to be a tool.
I mean,
I think this promotes using dangerous objects for violence. I think we're going to need to change it into
like a static shiv.
A slightly different sword.
Well, big combo here onto Ivory, but he is Azir. As they couldn't quite link the damage in there right away. So Bible, nice combination, but Ivory's just going to get away. Doesn't even need to flash.
Yeah, but still will be pushed out of lane and doesn't have teleport, so that should be a plate. So you feel good about that. And Kaisa can hold her own into the Yumi's area lane. So the pressure has been pushed topside here. As Lucid is also on these Krugs, so he might actually be able to make something happen as well. I don't think he got that.
The plate?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he got that. Yeah, I think Lucid could put some pressure on up here. Does scan, see if there are any wards. I don't believe there were, but he's gonna back. Boring. Unfun.
Yeah. I agree. Ivory's...
Chat confirms he didn't get plates. Sad times. Ivory's gonna get plates.
All right, well, he got the one, he dashed away. There's another one that just went down. Not sure if anyone got that. They probably did.
I think so, based on how much damage has been done there. Looks like Rahel got that earlier. He's got a Shiv, and he's not afraid to use it.
Does the static Shiv do more damage than the pickaxe?
Yes.
Okay. Was just wondering. Well, they're going to try to get to work here on this Hextech Dragon.
I think they will be able to secure this because Bible, well, he doesn't have his ult yet. He's about to, and they're just not going to mess around with that. Look at that. Ward over the wall, too, forcing a control ward. Bible really wants to be aggressive here without his ult.
Yeah.
I would not advise it.
Bro are playing so respectfully. And, I mean, you have Zerayumi and Azir. So, I mean, I can see the angle, but you're also giving a lot over to DK. They have gotten unlucky, in Bro's case, with the Drakes, where it's Mountain and Hextech, and then it's Infernal Soul. So, no Ocean, no Cloud, no Chemtech, none of those other Drakes that we sometimes mention.
Yeah. It's just been big Infernals tonight. We had 2 Infernals, a Hextech, and then a 3rd Infernal.
Yep.
Big high-value souls. And Bro are going to be sad that they weren't able to deny leading up to this. Because now tables have turned. Thanatos is like, how do you like it when I keep the minions from getting to your turret? And he's like, I don't like it. And he's going to come over here and force them to counter-strike and
Get bopped on the face.
Lucid's here, and they know this. It's basically a 2v2 over these proxied minions.
And Ivory could potentially walk over, but then he'll lose a lot of pressure in mid. So this is just going to end up being a 2v2 for quite a while. Raptor is once again over the wall as they are trying to turn this into something
3v2?
Here. Yeah, trying to
That's not fair.
get in there. The counter-strike is good. Thanatos is trying to get to the wall, is a leap away, but is not close enough. First blood given over to the Renekton as Kangin and team is able to set that up onto Thanatos.
Thanatos asked for a pause. Pretty sure that was a 2v2 situation.
Oh, that wasn't the angle, Enish, as now he's going to take a huge amount of damage. Bible is surviving for quite a while. Enish, one more hit might do it as ults in and flashes out as here comes Pulbe, looking to pull some bays off of this one, gets the kill onto Palu, as now they are on the run. Rahel,
Kangin
Pulbe,
is ready, man, for the triple.
And
he
Bible.
wants it. Oh, the flash!
Nice flash. He's
Except he didn't get it.
Yeah, he gets the tick of the Dominus, and that's going to be enough as everybody on DK is just
Valdez?
way too deep.
Is it the day of Bro? Is it Bro the first team to take a win off of Team Bros?
Unbelievable.
Because I'm seeing some errors of judgment. Seeing some lack of respect.
Well, they killed the Yumi, so maybe that's a win after all.
I mean, it is money that they picked up. The barrel was dropped, etc. But flash down for the Annie.
This is kind of an awkward spot here for Thanatos, as he's
gonna
just going
have
to
to
flash the wall. Wasn't expecting Zeri Yumi to run at him.
Got 2 flashes left on the Rift. We are very active with our summoners today. As yeah, the Zeri will do a lot of damage, even in situations like this. So yeah, you get the knock up here, but look at the Yumi plus the Zeri ult coming through. Bible has to flash away, and then when the teleport's committed, it feels like it's already feeling pretty nice here. Yeah, you're going to get a bear dropped on you, but the TP is coming over. No block here on the Azir is in live. Okay, so we just weren't going to show the whole replay. I thought maybe something was happening, but yeah. You get the TP out of the Azir, and then the cleanup comes through.
Shieldbow first is really bad now. I will just echo what Chronicler says. I mean,
Chronicler's so toxic,
the thing
man.
is, yeah, he's toxic Chronicler today. He's a dark bad boy Chronicler today. I don't know what happened, but it's a thing. And yeah, I mean, it scales now after level 12, so if you get it first, you're missing out on a lot of the stats. You might as well just purchase a different item. That's kind of the idea behind it. Is Shield Bow as good, like such a good item that you want to get it as soon as possible, regardless? I think the answer in that one is definitely no, especially when there are a lot of strong items out there.
I mean, it obviously has some uses, though. Yes, it is going to be worse until level 12, but doesn't mean it's useless until level 12. Like, I think it's obviously going to help you sustain against some like minor poke like this. It's
sure
you have a Yumi on your back. She can give you some additional lifesteal passive. I think it's like not great, but I don't think I wouldn't be as toxic as Chronicler about it, to be honest.
Chronicler,
I think it's actually
Toxicler, and then Venomicler. Venomicler.
Yeah, that's the evolution.
Yeah.
And then like T1 Chronicler at the end. I'm kidding.
He's not.
Or am I? So Drake is spawning in 30, and Bro have a massive amount of control over the bottom side of the map. Rahel is getting pushed out. Bible here is disconnected.
Lucid's about to do the Baron. Turns out there's no Baron there.
And they wanted to make a play onto Ivory, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to find anything. Pulbe will get the whole turret, so he loses the race on first brick as well, even though Valdez hates it when I say that. The Dragon should be free here for Bro. Should be, however, where is the team?
Now they're just sticking around. Now, Anish could just get over the wall, but instead he dashes backwards as he does have some help from the team. Lucid in some trouble. Has to flash away. Bible as well. And they stop the push, but
there is a history, Valdez, of Bro beating Damwon over the years.
This isn't LCK.
I know.
I was going to say this isn't Damwon, but
also, it is Damwon. They just have a title sponsor. And they've changed their name to D+ for some reason.
And now they're going to fight over this. Pulbe is here, and wow, very nice Proto Belt actually to get away from the Yumias. Now they're getting onto the first target. A very nice turnaround here from D+. TP comes in. Everybody is ready for the fight. And some ults still down here on the side of Bro, and D+ correctly identify that they can get this going as they're looking for another play here. Bible just trying to get away as they will trade Pulbe's life for the Drake, and it might be Bible as well. It will be 2 kills over to the side of Bro. This one they are successfully able to give over to Inosh.
Kangen is pretty legit, man. He's actually pretty good. He actually decided exactly what he wanted to do with that team fight, and they knew that without their jungler, they're not going to be able to win the 50-50. It's just not going to happen. They decided to actually control the choke point instead. Going to get a teleport out of Thanatos here as well with that pressure. As Pulbe, the Proto Belt to engage on the Inish is unsuccessful, and is able to avoid a little bit of that damage as well with it, but Inish gets over the wall, and then this is where things get a little bit dicey for D+. They want to hold this and get the Infernal Soul point. And Kangen looks like he's coming to push them off of it, and he's like, no, going in the choke point here. Locks up Pulbe, gets on top of Thanatos, and then Bible is denied with the Blast Cone, so 2 kills go for Bro. But that's only going to even up the gold lead, or the gold count. Actually taking a slight lead for a second, like they're maybe like 50 gold ahead, but the Soul Point,
they're 1,000 behind.
Oh, they're behind. Sorry, I thought they were about 33. So they're still actually behind. But critically, more than anything else, even though they picked up the money there, is that they got the Soul Point. So D+ are like, yeah, lost 2 members, still happy with the Dragon. So successful in that regard.
Yeah. Kangen has 1 item, but so does Thanatos. And especially if you're not around any minions or turrets, the Jax will win in an extended trade. Especially if you turn around as Renekton, you're just like, okay, I give up on the trade. Then Jax is like, okay, I'm going in, I'm going all out. And he gets so much extra damage off of that. Bible is here.
He is.
He's still there.
He's
not here in the
flashing.
mid lane, but he's
He's
there.
over there,
Yeah.
top side. He hex flashed the wall. He's going even further into there. But the respect is real from Ivory.
Sorry, Zarni, I was wrong. Jax doesn't go all out. Cassante does.
Yeah, there you go. Solved.
Jax goes leap Counter-Strike.
파랑팀의 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
No Umbroglaive for Lucid this game. Which,
He only wants damage.
You know, I mean, he's not going to have any oppressive vision, but they have a lot of vision anyways. They did, especially on the top side of the map. Now Bro are going to have to fight on this next dragon, and hasn't been a Zeri moment. Sitting on Shieldbow Runins, still pretty strong, Zeri, but not her final form. And there's not a lot of supporters set up here outside of Renekton. You know, you have the Red Smite. Actually, he took green, but he went for the burn build here on Raptor, the Demonic Embrace.
Burn builds.
So he's not that tanky. Renekton's temporarily tanky, but the Azir also isn't set up for long-term damage. I worry for Bro's chances, but they will have to win that team fight in 2 minutes, or the game is essentially lost.
I feel like D+ are showing a lot of respect to Bro.
Now.
Especially, yeah.
Now they are, yeah.
Earlier on, it was a little bit more of, okay, we can just take the fights that we want, and we're going to win them. And to be honest, DK often do win like that. They are very confident, and they're extremely good at team fighting. That's part of why they don't seem to know how to lose. As Bro, now they're going to start up the Baron. And you absolutely can do this with Zeri and Azir. Now, will D+ have any idea? Yes, they will now.
Lucid was also on that ward for a while, so they know exactly where he is, but they need vision. That's a good sapling over there.
DP's coming in. Really nice flash. They're going to catch Pulbe here as they do a bunch of damage to Enes, and he goes into his stopwatch. Pulbe now going to flash away, but he is dead, and they hold the Baron perfectly.
Sapling to spot, doing some extra damage. Lucid, there's the
he's
target.
going in, and he is not going to be able to get it done. Bro are making it happen. They take down the Baron, they take down Lucid, and they still have 5 people remaining.
Yep, that's also going to be their first Drake of the game going over as well. D+ not going to be able to get the soul here, even if they go over now and try to grab this.
Do you believe?
I do believe. I believe before the series even started, and now they have the Scuttle Crab, but it's not going to stop them from doing the Dragon. They're going to need something a little bit better than that. As Pulbe here is just caught on a flank. He's in his natural habitat, and unfortunately for him, the stopwatch isn't going to be enough because there's just no follow-up. And yes, Tibbers does a bunch of damage to Enosh, but look at where the rest of the team is. They're so far away and then Sapling spots everybody out, and then they're like, nope, just don't smite the Baron until Lucid goes over. He's on a ward. Hold the smite, blow him up. Thank you very much. Really clinical play here. Actually, very textbook, but very decisive from Bro. Now they take the gold lead for real this time, 1,500 ahead, and this dragon should be theirs.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see, though, how this fight is going to go, as Kangen is a big clock. Very nice stopwatch here. Can they even get on top of him? No, they're going to respect it, especially with the Baron buffed minions. With Bro all around, just trying to surround this Drake. Now, DK, will they try to force this fight for this Drake? Looks like it. I mean, Lucid is hanging around. He's got his ult available, but he is not going to get it done. Now trying to hop away as he finally will, but the damage has already been done. Flash in from Raptor, and there it is. The burn damage actually works as Rahel also going to be taken out by the Yuumi. That's 2 kills plus the dragon. Bro are really rolling with the lead now.
They should be able to get an inhibitor with this as well. There's just nobody to defend. They're all backing right now. Kangen going to try to come over and deny some of those backs, but we caught by Tibbers. And we'll need to leave now. That's an inhib going down here in mid. Olbay trying his best with this belt to actually try and defend. Could they actually go for more? I don't think so. Kangen here in trouble, though.
Will he?
Oh my god, they actually, if they,
right,
they're
he's
actually
try to
going
back
on
now.
this.
Yeah, he's going to TP. So that's going to be enough.
Zeri?
Zeri coming in, but here's the Jax. Can the Jax do enough? The push away is huge.
That should be game. I think they actually did it. That's
Ivory
it.
gets in. That's a double kill. Here comes Lucid looking for the kill onto Raptor. He's going to get it.
Wait, can he actually defend? I don't think so. There's too much damage. There's too much damage.
Here's Thanatos, though, and Rahel is going to respawn, and they don't quite have the damage. Yuumi is getting one auto by one auto, and it's just not enough.
That is the closest anyone
man.
has ever come. Remember, this is the day you almost caught D plus Kia. So the game is still very much in Bro's control.
Yeah.
But they did give a bunch of money back now to D plus in this process. As let's watch this replay one more time of the defense here as they commit. The Maokai ultimate here hits both. Then they focus down the turret here. Because they have Baron buff and this ranged cannon minion, it's huge. What you can do is Bible buys a ton of time with this ultimate. Fullbay also has stopwatch. Thanatos is pushed away. But it's really Lucid's respawn here as they use stopwatches in tandem here. Or rather, in like they're going off and on with them they stagger them, is the word I'm looking for, to buy time here. Inish is burst down by Lucid, which his life is traded for, but that is going to be the defense of the Nexus. And dust settles here. Bro's still going to have to win a few more team fights, but that was pretty clean once again from Kangen. I mean, we watched a replay of the save on the Nexus, but we didn't get a replay of how he popped off and carried on that dragon fight.
Yeah. And, you know, Bro can absolutely still win from here, as you have said. You know, they got that one Infernal Drake. They have a wide open lane into the Nexus. I think what they have to do is realize, okay, you're still in a really good spot. You have all of these scaling carries. Even the Renekton, you know, he's pretty good. Not necessarily in the 1v1, but we saw what Kangen was able to do in that last fight, and he's a very strong champion nowadays. So even though we used to meme Renekton, he's doing okay nowadays, and just run with your lead, try to take another Baron and just end it naturally. Don't freak out, don't overextend and try to like end the game on the Nexus or anything unless, you know, you can get a ward in there. But for now, just enjoy your lead and win through that.
Yeah, Lucid here looking for a potential angle. Did go Edge of Night, which isn't going to last very long against these saplings. Kangen going to grab this turret, a lot more money. He's actually going for Sterak's third, it looks like here, and will have the opportunity to really do a lot in these team fights. He may be going for Hullbreaker, but I don't think so, considering the game state and the fact that he's Renekton just doesn't feel too powerful here, but it will allow him to maybe put that real pressure onto D+, in a side, because their Nexus is open, as this inhibitor has been down for quite a while. Only a minute 50 left as Lucid should be fine. Don't think you want to chase that.
He went into his ult, though. As now they're trying to get on top of Raptor here, who is going to go invulnerable for quite a while, but Cleanse comes out for Rahel, and Rahel is getting 100-0 right now by the Azir, and look at this! You know, it comes over right away, and now Thanatos trying to get the damage into this Zeri, but I don't think they're going to do it. The kiting is perfect, actually, as Ennis is going to win this team fight, picks up a triple kill, and Bro are going to win game one.
Season. Goodbye, it's over, Bro did it. The prophecy came true. And they are going to take this team out. 20-0 was the scoreline before today. It will now be 20-1. As bro, they're already standing up and celebrating. The streak has been broken, and you were all here to watch it live.
This actually happened. The Giga Chads come together. They make the win happen. As bro saving the casters from being cringe. Who knows? Maybe they could still 2-0. After that play, anything is possible.
Oh, we gotta vote, and I'm voting for Kangin.
All right. I'm gonna vote for Zeri.
He just told everyone live on stream that he's gonna vote for Zeri.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there. I think that Eunice's play was insane. And you know what? Even more than that, team effort. Even Ivory had some insane Emperor's Divides to enable. You know, he was doing a lot of damage too, but he was essentially enabling the Zeri and even the Renekton at times. All it took was Toxic Chronicler to give bro the win.
I think D+ were a little bit toxic in this game. They were not being respectful. They were overextending. They were trying to force a lot of fights they did not have the control to force. And who would have thought that Zeri was going to be the answer that bro had? I mean, the mobility of this champion is still so incredibly high, and D+ were trying to force their way into objectives, got caught there in the end. And it was not Rahel's best game. You know, he was caught a lot. This game was forced back by the Renekton, was killed by the Azir in that last moment after the cleanse. So Ivory is able to just blow him up. And D+, they kept it close until it wasn't, right? You can see the gold graph tells the story. I mean, it was very, very close, but D+ still had the lead. They had all of the Drakes. One Drake fight goes poorly. They almost lose their Nexus. And bro, they still don't lose their cool. That is a result I did not see coming today, Valdez.
Yeah, especially not in game one in this explosive fashion, as Kangin is going to pick it up here. His Renekton play was glorious.
Despite the Zeri vote of Valdez.
Yeah, you know, I tried my best to give it to the guy who deserved it, but instead we got the Croc player. No, Kangin was great, and well,
I
maybe
actually,
this is the way for bro.
I really think Kangin is legit. I watched some of his games before this week, and I've been kind of looking into what he's been playing and the weird strategies he's been doing, but this guy seems actually super good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else we see from him. Maybe he makes it into the LCK next season.
Who knows?
Could happen.
Keep playing like this, and anything's possible. And he's kind of coming out of left field, but it's gonna be pretty cool if he does end up being like the new guy on the block. As yeah, really held his own in lane, and then eventually was playing those team fights out pretty much perfectly to enable Ivory and Enosh to do their
Where's
job.
Kevin Kim to high-five me through the chat? You know, I told you guys.
He was here.
I told you guys.
Now he's gone.
It was the chance. It was the time.
It happened. Bro won game one, and DK's undefeated streak is over. We'll be back after the break to see what happens in game two. and welcome back to Challenger League. And if you're joining us late, you may have noticed something is weird in the air tonight. And you may have felt it coming in the air, but...
that was you, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay.
DK just lost their first game in Challenger League. They won 20 in a row. They were 10-0 in series. They had won every series 2-0 until today, when the Giga Chads themselves, Bro, and all of their Bro leavers rose up and just played better League of Legends than DK, who may have assumed that they were going to take a free win today. Wasn't meant to be.
I think a lot of people assume that, but you should never do that, especially when Bro is playing against D+/Dom1, because they will and have taken big upset wins. This could be another one of those, but we're going to have to see if they can close the series out now, as D+ will have their first side selection in Game 2 of the season.
True.
And I assume they're going to pick blue side.
They'll probably pick blue side and then just dominate really hard in Game 2.
Or lose on blue side on purpose so they can be 10-1 on both sides.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
I think they can pick blue side. And we got the confirmation they're picking blue side. Unsurprising.
Yep. They won't pick Kazakhs again.
Yeah,
that probably won't happen.
Remember when I was a little bit worried about that earlier? Remember when I was like, that seems a little bit like not good?
I don't think they banned Zerayumi.
No.
They'll just not play like they did in Game 1,
Yep.
is my assumption. They'll
not play Kazakhs.
Not play Kazakhs, and we'll probably not be the cringe duo anymore, at least. You and I, redemption immediately. We had the 8 out of 9 games last week. That was pretty cringe, but then immediately we come back, we get full set, 6 out of 6 games, plus Bro winning against DK to stop the streak.
I'm ready to uncringe it.
That's pretty based.
I'm ready to be based again, yeah. You and I,
if this happens, we are the base duo.
We were actually the base duo before, but then we got double 9-gamed.
By Atlas.
And then we also got 8-gamed, like, the week before the second 9-gamer. So we became cringe, but I think we can reclaim glory tonight, because we're actually the ones in control of the results.
Yeah, absolutely. We pull all the strings, and that's why we'll always be cringe in your heart, Atlas. Don't worry.
All right, so Azir is banned. That was a problem for them last game for sure, especially for their bottom laner, Rahel, on the Kai'Sa. He was getting caught, especially in that last fight. Yeah. I wanted to follow up, but I was like, I don't have anything to follow up on this one. So I can't be as funny as you, Valdez.
Don't worry, the microwave impression will happen.
Could somebody, like, DM me a clip of the microwave? I don't actually know what's going on with this microwave thing. I'm such a boomer. I have no idea.
I'll do my rendition. I didn't see it live, but I just heard that it happened. I'm going to give it my all.
So Tristana is banned. She's gone. Was a little bit worried about her coming out last game, but did get banned away. Let's find out what this final ban here for Bro is going to be. Might just be the Nico. Make sure Pulbe doesn't have that agency in this game. Nope, still going to ban the Lee Sin here from Lucid, so maybe it'll be a Nico first pick for Pulbe. LeBlanc is also open, so we trade in? Or are they brave enough to play Kai'Sa into LeBlanc?
Probably don't do that. Maybe play Annie and Nico sounds weird. Annie Renekton?
Okay, Renekton prioritized again. Sejuani is not up, so probably an Annie pick here or the Nico.
Why would they put lights in the back of the monitor? Sorry about that. That was my idea. Yeah, I told them to put lights on the backs of all the monitors just to annoy Broly369. Sorry,
he's talking.
Sorry about that. Nico did get picked.
Yeah, so Nico, Renekton. The Viego is going to come out here for Lucid. We'll see if they want to lock up all of their solo lanes here, because Raptor is not going to be playing Nico. I think very low chance. So we can just lock that one up, and then we'll have a bit of a battle over the bottom lane again, like we did in Game 1. And Jax probably going to be the answer here. You know, we could see something like a Gragas, but
I want Volibear for Bro.
that's an
Is that
interesting
weird?
take. Yeah, I think that's pretty weird about this.
Sorry.
Can you explain why? Like, is Jax going to come out? I think we're going to see...
You press R and you blow up LeBlanc and Viego.
I don't know if that's how the R button works for him.
It does sometimes.
Ooh,
Nocturne.
Nocturne is actually pretty sick.
Another one.
We saw
of
Cuz
these.
play this in the LCK against
Yeah.
Bro. Oh, it's the pick Kha'Zix on 3 and
taunting
lose the game.
They're taunting him.
I'd much rather see Nocturne.
This is a terrible. Okay, well. Anyway, yeah. So Raptor says anything you can do, I can do better. So we'll have a game number 3, and we'll figure out in game 3 what happens.
Why don't
and
we
who is
see
the better team?
Xin Zhao or Jarvan anymore? I think Jarvan is pretty one-dimensional, so that's the main reason. We were actually having a conversation about this in the first series, which I think
Yeah.
you were here for. Xin Zhao, I think, is actually very strong, and we see him very rarely. It was only like T1 playing him in spring, and that was it. I actually think he's pretty good still, but teams don't like it. I think his ultimate is fantastic for breaking up the combo-oriented playstyle we have right now in the LCK, but, you know, some game will happen that's popular and famous, and then everyone will do
Where's
it.
Amumu in this CC heavy meta?
In your solo queue games, like literally every
Oh.
solo queue game. Haven't you seen him in like every one of your solo queue games as well?
No.
Really?
Occasionally. Also, I play
Like
him a bit.
Zac and
He's
Amumu
fun.
in every single one of my solo queue games.
They're good solo queue champs.
But yeah, anyway, 80 carries, 4 of them going to be gone here. Final ban here, Aphelios, maybe. The follow-up isn't great for him for the front-to-back team fight. Like, he doesn't have a tank set up. He also doesn't have... Like, he himself doesn't burst down targets very well unless... Oh, actually, I like a lot.
How do you feel about Zerayumi here for Rahel Bible?
It's not terrible. It is going to be Aphelios with the Ashe ban coming through.
Maybe you play Jinx Melio?
I would like that. I actually think that's pretty cool because you have ways to set up picks to get the Jinx excited. You have a lot of range that way.
The Melio's
You
pretty good in some of those picks and can...
could also play Draven Milio here. Cog easy.
Can someone text Ox and tell him?
Oh my god, are they doing it?
Yeah, they should. I mean, Melio's... No.
Well, I guess
Okay,
they weren't on
I
the
mean-
same page as us after all.
And now they just pick Melio and they dunk on this lane. Pretty hard.
Yeah. Or they pick Nautilus.
Is this the Bro 2-0 angle and Raptor's gonna show Lucid how to play the jungle?
Let's not get too excited.
I'm getting pretty excited.
Rel into Jinx Leona doesn't sound too fun.
So I guess both teams forgot that Melio exists, and so they're kind of going based off of that information.
Yeah, like, usually he's banned, so...
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe they saw Azir and they're like, oh yeah, that's like the yellowish kind of glow of Melio, so we already picked our mid laners, but, you know...
So Rel works extremely well with Renekton and Nico, but otherwise, running into Leona with this is going to be problematic. Rel has a decent engage range, but Jinx can still chip away. And engage range.
Yeah, enrage.
I'm enraged. Also, the composition of D+ has their solo lanes are pretty mobile, so engaging on them is going to be not a thing. If you took Nautilus here, I think you could have dealt with the Jinx lane fine. Yeah, you're going to get outranged, but you'll be fine against any dives, and you can lock down the LeBlanc, and you can deal with the Jax fairly well. So this Rel pick, I think, is going to have to synergize extremely well with the Nico in particular. If that happens, it gets pretty easy because your tank for the Aphelios, the front line, is engaging champions who will lock everybody up for the Aphelios to say, oh, well, if they can't move, they can't hurt me.
It's that easy. Just make it so they can't move, and then blow them up. Certainly a lot of circles in this comp for Bro. The Rel Even the Aphelios has kind of got that crescent moon going on. You know, he's got that like Severum circle going on. You know, he's got some circles.
Renekton's got 2 circles.
He's got a couple of circles. He's got that extra one for Kha'Zix, who doesn't quite have a circle.
Maybe he goes for the leap resets and just repeatedly circles. He's just circle.
One is above ground and the other one is below grounds. That would be cool.
Just like what we're about to do in our opening, where we go into the pit. Let's go into the pit. I was so worried we were just not going to be able to do it because of the fan chants, but
I was going to do it over them, man.
I wasn't, but
takes
it worked out.
Do takes precedent over any fan chants. They came after us.
I'm going to have to disagree about this, but I'm glad it worked out. Overheal on Aphelios in 2023, 13.12. Match 55, game 2. That's what we have.
Basically 11 bajillion PM.
It's 10 of 5.
Yeah, well, it's been a long day. It's been a long time.
Look at that.
Left you.
This is statistically the most losses Thanatos has ever had on a champion this season is on the Champions Plan right now. You could say it's his worst champion win rate wise. It's the only champion he's played is not 100% win rate.
I just looked at the Aphelios portrait and I thought that was Anivia. Like, he didn't play Anivia. That's weird.
But what if he did?
What is the goddess that like watches over Aphelios called?
That's his sister, and I used to know her name. I thought it was his girlfriend.
Aphelios? Aphelia? Ophelia, the mid laner from Gen.G.
No, hold on. What is it? Chat's gonna say it before I can get it, but
Ilune.
I don't think is it Ilune? I guess it
Ilune.
is. Well, then I guess I didn't know. I didn't think
I'm
it was
a believer. Brittany. Ah, yes. Alone?
I'm ready to move on.
It's Ilune. I thought it was. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm ready to move on with all this.
Should have been Melio here down in the bottom lane.
Could have been.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to refer to Rel as until he gets like some sick, insane like 5-man ulti. And I'm like, well, I guess Palu is right.
What if it was just Emilio with Jinx? You wouldn't be able to do this.
That's the way it should have been first, and then it should have been Melio on the other side, and then it wasn't there either.
But what if Palu pops off on Blitzcrank?
He's not playing Blitzcrank.
But what if he did because they picked Melio?
Well, then why didn't he play Melio after Bible had picked Leona?
I don't know.
What if it was
He wants to have
Qmax?
combos. He wants to play circles, Valdez.
Yeah, circle comp.
He
Melio
wants
has
to
circles.
It's not the kind of circles he's looking for. He likes to hurt people with circles. He doesn't like to heal people with circles.
Mean circles rather than nice circles. Cozy campfire circles.
So Kevin Kim, my fellow bro lever.
We're just like running down the lane. Let's see how this is going to work. As Anish is just kiting back. The damage finally does come through as they do trade 1-for-1, but they kill the Aphelios. So Anish now down both of his summoners, not in a great spot.
Yeah, definitely a better for D+.
Got him.
Don't even try it. Not you, I mean, Paulo. Yeah, so Aphelios dying, whereas the Jinx is still alive, still CSing. Doesn't feel great. Summoner's down, as you mentioned. Assist gold.
Melio saves his dive 100%.
I don't think so.
They both die.
I think so.
It's really
I mean, he might have been able to kick the Leona engage, but that's about it. He cleanses instantly anyways. It's just a really nice follow-up here. Chompers are set and all that. Level 3 advantage. Recurve bow picked up pretty early for Rahel. It's a nice early item pickup with the cull. Not a ton of damage you can grab off of this, but
I wonder how many Krakens he's going to slay in the near future. There's no Krakens in this game, it turns out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to be slaying too many, but he'll probably do a lot of damage every third auto or so.
Okay.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Makes sense.
What if they made a Kraken? Yeah, see, Zormia's the same page as me. What if they made a Kraken-type champion? Velvet does not count.
Well, that definitely doesn't count, but Alawi definitely does.
I don't know if she definitely does. Just because she has tentacles doesn't make her an octopus, Valdez. She doesn't even have 8 legs, Valdez. What are you talking about? How does she definitely count?
She brings out the tentacles from the ground. I guess Vel'Koz
Pretty sure
counts too.
I'm pretty sure Alawi is not a cephalopod, Valdez. I'm no
As far as
scientist.
we know.
I'm no scientist, but
Well, it turns out I am.
Raptor is not a scientist either, but he is going to understand how geometry and vision works enough to... Never mind.
Hey, he's still unseen. Right as I said that, he walked into vision. And that's okay. They get the push off. They're going to get this dragon, or at least attempt to.
I think they
That
should
is
be able
what
to get it.
Kha'Zix does. He has double smite.
Yeah, he did a big Q damage onto the dragon. That's what he likes to do.
His first smite.
First smite, second smite's coming back up.
Yep. And DK are going to fight this as the trade in the mid lane is going the way of DK. We'll be able to push Ivory out just a bit. Stun does come down onto Bible, but Bro not in the best of spots here. Looking to turn now onto the Leona. Paulo just flashing away from this one after the chunk does come out.
I mean, LeBlanc doesn't do anything here, so I think that's a reset of the dragon, yes, but a big win in the team fight here nonetheless for Bro. They're not able to hold the aggro, so what are they going to do with this? Just going to push mid. Okay. Thought they were actually going to turn this into a big success as Raptors. Trying to be sneaky. He's not sneaky at all. He's about to get squashed.
So this 1v1, well,
it's not really a 1v1 anymore, but I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't like how that was looking for Raptor. He didn't like it either.
sneaky.
Sneaky into, okay, we didn't take the Drake, and we didn't get the Scuttle, and our bottom lane backed.
Yes. Whoa! Hold the phone!
Whoa,
He's
that
just
may
dead.
have been the most, that may have been like the most embarrassing passage of play I have ever seen.
That is one of
like,
them
I don't
for
even
sure.
want to be mean.
Oh, man.
I don't want to be mean, but that has got to be like one of the highlights of all time. Like, this needs to be on the
pay
front.
respects.
Yeah, this needs to be on the front page of the internet. As Ivory decides, okay, I'm a minion. I'm gonna catch him because he's backing. Sells it pretty well. Has no health. Instant distortion. Returns. The ult misses. He's autoed to death. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, let's pack it
Pool
up.
Bay is just he pressed W and he was
All
like,
right, let's go game
"All right."
3. I'm ready for game 3 now, okay? I'm ready.
I mean, I could be positive to a certain extent, but there was no positive spin on this one. I mean, like I said, it was a good reaction time for Pool Bay, good distortion.
It was kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters, who Alice oftentimes calls DK, refers to them, DK, as the Harlem Globetrotters. It's like they're playing against a little child, and then the child fell down and started crying, and then, like, they bounced the basketball on him by accident, and then the child continued crying, and it was really sad and embarrassing.
Okay, so I wasn't really being that negative about this.
Well, it's kind of like that.
It was kind of like that, but you have to
Yeah.
say it like that. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay if you did.
I just had to express myself.
It's okay to express yourself.
I love how the first reaction is, what? Yeah, this mid lane, regardless of what happened, it feels pretty over. I don't see Ivory having a great time anymore.
Yeah. Well, he's about to get shivved soon too, and he's not gonna, like, when the shiv comes in for Pool Bay, he's gonna clear waves insanely fast. He's gonna be a threat everywhere. Whereas Ivory is gonna get a dash cannon eventually, and then not want to dash into anyone.
No flash, trying to use the clone. It's not gonna happen, as that is one circle you cannot dodge. And the Pop Blossom also used just to add insult to injury.
Everybody's had a game like this where you make one mistake, and then
I never
you're just...
I'm perfect.
No, I'm pretty sure Valdez has, but he just won't admit it. So everyone has, even if they don't want to admit it, had a game like this where you just you make one mistake, you fall behind, and then the enemy jungler has a target on you, and it's rough. Speaking of rough,
Who let the dogs out? As they are going to get away, and a big solar flare comes down, and they're both just dead. As And you said it was looking rough.
No, it's too perfect. I did not see it coming.
Now Mad.
Now Mad is back. Now Mad is back.
Yeah, they should have done this in game 1, but unfortunately they had to get rid of their streak.
Oh boy. Well, the dogs are definitely let out here. Cleanse not going to be enough to save this one, unfortunately. As Bible, a really nice solar flare, will take the double, or will help his team take the double, as well as Ivory is pulled down. And now Enish is sitting here in mid, wondering about the draft, wondering about what could have been. Emilio may have saved that play. I don't know if he's worried about like his exes or anything like that. I don't think that's really coming up.
No, he's thinking about what could have been.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think he's mostly thinking about like, this is a problem. This Jinx is ahead.
Just thinking about game 3
This
draft.
LeBlanc is ahead. This Leona's ahead. This Viego is really ahead, and also Jax is ahead. And they're like, ooh, this Kha'Zix.
Yeah.
Don't know about that. It was really bad for our opponents, so we just decided to pick it as well.
He almost has Umbral Glaive. Surely he's going to build that. Unlike Lucid, who did not.
I don't know if it was really the defining factor, but it was
a factor.
It was a thing that happened.
Now factor this quadratic expression equation.
What's 4 factorial Valdez? It's 24. Too slow.
Oh. Sorry. I was too slow. Well, Pulpe has 2 plates as well, and he's also 2-0 and 2.
Yeah.
And this is game 2.
It is game 2. Could be game 3 coming up soon. Starts to feel more likely.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen.
I think that's a pretty conservative thing to think. That's a pretty reasonable assumption to make. You know, I think it's a conclusion we could draw.
I'm almost not a thinker. I am almost a microwave.
You just are experiencing the waves of D+.
Yeah.
If you were a
The
microwave,
wave is
what
washing over us right now.
What kind of sound would you make if you were a microwave?
The sound that a microwave makes.
Okay.
You know that
Just
humming
curious.
sound that... Oh, you went Eclipse as well.
Yeah, he
It's
did.
like the new thing.
Umbral Glaive, when you're behind, kind of not great.
But Lucid didn't build it when he was ahead.
I know, but when you're behind, it's kind of like, where am I ever going to be out there clearing vision? Like, what am I even going to be trying to do with that? With Lucid, I'm like, well, probably could have made it. Probably could have actually solidified your advantage a little bit more. This time, I'm like, it's pretty doomed. Pretty doomed. It's got a Rift Herald, though.
Why don't microwaves have a nice sound?
Because that's not how science works.
Yeah, but what if I don't care what science thinks, and I'm entitled to my own opinion?
So I'm going to explain radio waves.
Sorry, I'm from the U.S., so it's inevitable. Kangin is pretty DED. And yeah, they're just going to back while he dies.
The Herald is going to get dropped mid. Plates can be picked up here potentially. Maybe. Any plate collectors?
No. No collectors either. Pulbe collected 50 gold. Does that count?
Not for D or not for Bro. It counts for D+.
Huh. Well.
I mean, microwaves can make nice sounds when they finish. You know, when they're done. Bing! You know, or some sort of other sound. I don't know, microwaves ping or ding. Yeah.
That's what my one does.
Mine just makes a big loud ding. If that is if it finishes, because usually I get impatient and I just like turn it off early. I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. Very rarely finishes.
Do you think any microwave in the world goes doot doot doot?
We could make the first one.
The Challenger League microwave. Sponsored by the Challenger
There's
League
probably
microwave.
a microwave that allows you to have a custom sound.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we could utilize that and our best recording, our best rendition to make the challenger's microwave. Well, that's the Final Fantasy microwave.
Yeah, the victory theme.
Pretty good.
Buckets and gloves. I would buy the challenger microwave. See, we've got something. We've got an idea.
One confirmed sale. Oh, if we could just get about 9,999 more, I'd be down to send in a prototype.
There you go. Well, guys, this game isn't gaming.
Yeah, the game part is over.
This is the part where we wait for DK to get really fed and then bop their enemies over the head with a giant red hammer. And then we go into game 3.
10 questions, 10 answers.
Yes, exactly. With Sojong.
It's been a long time.
And then eventually with G-Sun in the LCK version.
It's been 84 years. Raptor, though?
Raptor's got Eclipse. He has all the lethality, but one evasive boy is... Oh my god!
Squashed! He's been stepped on! Never play Kha'Zix again! I don't ever want to see it again! That was a big splat!
Oh god!
That was a big splat!
I think my computer just turned off from that bug splat.
Oh my god. No, you're Nico, not Gecko.
I'm Gecko!
빨간 팀의 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Yeah, he's level 12, and he's bopping nerds in the face.
So did Kangin actually use his stun at the beginning of that fight, or did he not even use it at all? I want to watch it again.
Why
But
did
sometimes... Oh wait, hold on. Let's see if Kangin actually stuns. Okay, stuns early, so he like doesn't sell this at all. Thanatos knows, okay, he doesn't have stuns. He's trying to bait him. Then he dashes back to get the double dash, but I'm not sure. Ouch.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was splat.
Yeah. Just squished by the lamppost. And second time's the charm. Uh-oh.
Raptor,
Oh, no.
another splat?
Another splat, this time by Leona. And down he goes.
That was like he was killed by the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
It was the bug that was
He got burned
heated by
alive.
Sid. Yeah.
So sad.
No Pop-Tarts to save him. Oh, Valdez.
Yep.
Looks like our cringe status may be saved.
Yeah. You know, we can still be cringe to Atlas, but at least we won't be known as the cringe duo anymore. That's nice.
Until the next time we are.
Yeah,
But I think we're
probably
the
next
GOAT duo
week.
now. We're the GOAT duo now. We got both the 6-game day
just
and
based.
D+'s first loss. Pretty sure we're the GOATs.
I think we're just based, though.
We're based GOATs.
Based goats.
Who eat plant-based. I don't know. I just want to say based again.
Based on what?
Based on what? Yeah. BU movie reference.
Yeah. Well, I'm very close to turning into microwave at
Oh, I
least.
thought you were gonna say turning the monitor off and walking out of here.
Just leaving. Yeah, I'm pretty close to just ending this one. For me, at least. Ivory is going to press his R button. Okay. That index finger getting some work, as now the rest of them being pulled in. That's a lot of Aphelios damage, but not quite enough, as the LeBlanc is huge.
The Jinx is pretty big
Ginormous.
as well.
Alu, one more or two more autos? No, just one. As even the Fleet Footwork getting some action today. As Bible decides to go back in, he's trying to bait them into a little bit more, and he is very, very, very successful at that. It's a lot of berries, but it was very necessary.
This is one of the D+ games of all time. This is what we expected, and most people expected this series to look like in its 2 short games.
That's what it should have been. But then
However,
the cringe duo had to roll up and ruin everything for DK. Isn't that right?
Thanatos? He got stunned, but he's okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
He's alright. Yeah, the gold graph.
There was no graph there.
12,000.
That was
12,000 gold. Sub 20.
Yeah. They did a great job of baiting Bro into this. Bro were fooled into
look
believing
at
that they could
Pulbe
get 1 kill.
actually just destroying everyone as it's a 4-man rocket. No, it's not. It's 3-man. Ivory was 2 parts. The 3 plus 1 clone rocket. And they're just going to do Baron on spot.
Do Baron.
Ivory has Flash, Pop Blossom. Maybe he can make a play. Maybe he could save the day. Maybe he's not okay.
Hey, what do you say?
There's a rocket. There's a 4-man. There you go.
The Jinx is like Ziggs, but much better somehow.
Yeah, she can't miss her autos. If she clicks on them, they get hurt.
I mean, Ziggs doesn't miss his autos either.
But he misses his Qs.
True. That's different.
but she's just doing like Ziggs Qs on right click.
Jinx can't really miss her Qs either, though. So
No.
she's got to step up on him as well there. The better Boom Boom champion is definitely Jinx.
Yeah, well,
No more
when you're this
Ziggs.
fed,
Don't tell Ox.
when you're this fed, it's pretty good. What she can do is, okay, this is just sad.
What happened to our chat? Oh, he's got Dota 2 in the name. That explains everything. Okay, never mind.
What in the world?
What in tarnation?
Why are you leaving that one up, Valdez?
I mean, I figured, you know, Atlas is in the chat. Chronicler was here before. I just wanted to let it sit and see what he had to say. You know, maybe he's got, you know, some grand plan.
Only the classiest of people in our chat.
He's spicing up the broadcasts here for this game.
Well, Enosh, you can tell by the player cam he's thinking about Game 3. Can you tell by my casting I'm thinking about Game 3 as well?
I'm thinking about Game 4. I want to pause into canceled game into
Regame?
regame.
Regames are quite rare these days.
If we
And,
got that,
this-
we would be absolutely the goated duo.
7-game, 2-game Tuesday? No way.
That would have never happened before. We would have been the first. They're trying to flank a LeBlanc,
Yeah.
okay?
Well,
Stop trying to make flanking LeBlanc happen. It's not going to happen.
wait, it's happening? It happened?
Okay.
Valdez, wait a second, wait. Can they defend their base, though? Can they defend their Nexus?
Well, I'm glad that my caster cursing skills are still a thing. I'm glad that I still can do that, at least. Can't do a lot of other things
But the base,
right now.
though? The base is
What are you
not...
thinking?
It's about to be not based. The base?
Yeah, the base belong to us. Kangin has some other things to say, but then he immediately died, so nobody heard what he had to say. And Enosh just elects to
It
hold
was
on to his
intentional.
KDA.
Intentional
Yeah.
there by Pulbe. If they use everything on him, then they can't defend their base.
Nice.
Sick plays.
Good plays, good plays. That's the end of game number 2. DK are angry.
And the end of the
They should have been
Cringe
angry
duo?
in game 1.
They should have been angry in game 1, because then we'd be at a 22-game win streak, and that storyline would continue. But actually, Valdez, this is the beginning of a new D+ win streak. They're 1-0, and
Great.
let's see, and they're only 20 wins away from breaking their previous best record. But the beginning, it's starting now.
I'm gonna vote for mid, and I'll leave the chat's imagination up to which mid I voted for here in game number 2. It's okay. This is all positive vibes. So of course I'm voting for Pulbe. That's what I'm. That's yeah. So we have game number 3, and this is great. You get 6 games here on this 6-game Tuesday.
It was a pretty fast game, too, as well. 23 minutes. Like, they're trying to speed into that 3rd game. Bro are going to have side selection.
They got to be careful not to go over the speed limit, though.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that. You can get in trouble. It's not safe.
The interview better not finish before 11:30, or that's against the rules.
15-game LCK CL broadcast week.
That's actually true. We got maximum games. That's
Yeah.
actually crazy. I didn't even think about that for a second. I didn't realize what they meant, and now I'm like, oh, 9-gamer into a 6-gamer. Wow, we are really just pushing this week.
Pushing the limits. Another level. It's Pull Bay.
Yeah. Sorry, Kevin. It wasn't Lucid this time.
No. Wasn't Lucid. It wasn't the Jacks who one-shot the Kazakhs. It was Pull Bay. For paying attention. and
We
being
send
a
them
great LeBlanc.
via owls, Kevin Kim.
Yeah. This is Hogwarts, so just makes sense, right?
Well, I actually write it on a piece of paper and give it to a big snowy owl, and then it types with its beak on an old T9 cell phone, then sends it in to actually
That's
custom.
really weird.
That's the way that we send the pug votes.
Can't
in.
believe that's how you vote.
Well, that's how I vote. I don't know how you vote, weirdo.
Well, I'm an AI, so I just send the information through the internet.
Okay.
I am connected, so I don't have to use any other external hardware, of course.
I like the way that the way of sending messages in the classical way of having a bird pick out the vote on a T9 keyboard is just, for me, the only way to do it. It's been done like that since the old times.
True. That is the classic voting method. Either way, guys, we are done here for game number 5. We'll see you in a bit for game 6. Hello and welcome back to Challenger League, the one place where you can get a 22, or rather a 20-0 team, not hit 22-0, and then lose to Bro, who are the Giga Chads.
We'll give you guys a
And
20-0 teams loss at the price of a 5-5 team. Call
Yeah.
now. Tune in now. Share a link with your friends.
1-800-GIGA-CHAD.
That's right. Don't call that number.
I mean, you can if you want. It won't work in America because it should be 7 numbers, not 8. After the 1-800.
Don't call that number.
You can if you want. Casters, give us an Arnold impression. Okay, I did it. Maybe he meant, hey, Arnold, Arnold. And then I just gave him, like, the totally wrong Arnold. What do you think?
I really wish I stayed home from school today. What's this thing like? Oh no. Field trip with the Frizz? No way.
That sounds more,
No, that was just like from the opening. Field trip with the Frizz? No way. Were
What
they
did,
cruising
what did
down on
Helga
Main
always
Street?
used to call him? Football head?
Right? Yeah.
Football head.
I was like, is there a trick to this? I'm like, no, yeah, that's
That's
what
the
you call
Magic
it.
School Bus.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's not Arnold.
Arnold's
Hey,
on Magic
Arnold.
School Bus. Arnold, the character from Magic School Bus.
Nobody knows about that Arnold. It's
Yes,
not-
they
it's
do.
Not, it's not real.
Valdez is just too young.
I used to watch that show too, but I still only think about Arnold from Hey Arnold. Like I said,
Some people watched public broadcasting because they didn't have cable. Some people had cable TV and watched Football Head. Okay. I watched Football Head
You didn't
at
watch
my
both?
friend's house who had cable TV.
You didn't watch both?
I watched Hey Arnold when I could, but I very rarely could. I didn't have
Well, Bro
Nickelodeon.
selected Blue Side. What did they mean by this?
I think they meant that they think Blue Side is stronger for draft.
Okay. I remember Arnold just dying on Pluto.
Yeah, that he did.
It's pretty rough.
Except he didn't really actually die, but it looked like he was going to die. He took his helmet off, and then his face turned to ice, and then they put it to commercial break. It was really quite violent, and then he came back, and he wasn't dead for some reason. It was very weird.
Microwave
He definitely,
impression.
in
Just
real
waiting for the right
science, he
moments.
100% dies on Pluto, by the way.
I mean, can they even stand on Pluto?
With a spacesuit, like,
I don't think so.
theoretically possible if you have the right kind of suit, but not without a helmet. Absolutely not.
All right. Well, I will always carry my helmet around for that reason, just in case I go to Pluto. Even though it feels like I've been to Pluto and back with this series. Lee Sin going to be banned away, as will LeBlanc. Not going to make that mistake again.
All right, Sejuani is just perma-banned in this series as well. No Azir. Could see another Nico game, but I wouldn't bet on it. This is my 8-ball says not counting on it.
What about Oba? You don't like that?
Could happen. Okay.
Here we go. Oba!
Is Ivory going to pick it up again? I do not recommend. Based on the performance we witnessed. Just go Kaisa instead. Probably a wise choice.
You're definitely thinking about it. Or Annie.
Annie
or
seems okay,
Kha'Zix.
but okay, they're doing it.
Renekton. Renekton's pretty strong.
He's very strong.
Jack's still available though, so it gives you a decent answer. I mean, they're not really answers to each other. They just do different things, and they're both very strong in the top lane nowadays.
They're pretty. It's pretty default, you know, what they do. Like Renekton and Jax will both do a strong thing for your comp, and you don't have to build around it. So it's kind of like the Azirs up top, basically. Azir is banned, and the Nico's in, so I think Fulbe will pick Annie here before we get to the second ban phase. As Poppy will be open this time, and that'll be locked up here for Raptor, very likely. See what this top lane pick is going to be. Probably just going to be Jax for Kangen, unless he has a specific counter in mind. That's a specific counter that he had in mind. It's the Queen.
He's actually doing it.
He's doing it. Which is Quinn, that he will do, aka play.
Yes. Fulbe, what are we playing here? Is it just Annie?
Yes. It's just Annie. Oliver Warbucks was like, we've got Annie! Tomorrow.
It's Oba
They're
versus
both-
Tiba!
They're both redheads, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder
What?
if the movie Annie
Wait.
inspired the champion.
Oh, you're talking about both Annies. Okay, I'm like,
Yeah.
Nico doesn't have red hair. I mean, some of it is like kind of purple.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about...
Well, if you're not that colorblind.
No.
What color hair does Quinn have? It's like brunette, I guess. Brown?
It looks kind of brown, yeah.
Can't really tell because of the helmet, but
Looks a little bit darker than Poppy's.
Poppy's got the blonde going on. Viego's got white. What hair does Renekton have?
He's got no hair.
How do you know? What's under the armor?
He's a crocodile, they don't have hair.
How do you know?
Because reptiles don't have hair.
Do they
Not
have
in
scales
Shurima,
instead?
and not on Earth. He just has
Bald
scales,
Pico
yeah.
sad? So he's just a sad, bald Renekton?
That's right. Well, actually, he's not sad. He actually doesn't
Oh,
mind it.
does he just own it?
Yeah, he doesn't mind it.
Oh.
I do
That'd be
worry about
nice.
his eyes. He doesn't have a pupil. Sorry to ruin Renekton for everyone.
Do crocodiles normally have pupils?
Yeah, they do.
So what happened with him?
I don't know.
Just not a thing for him?
Maybe he doesn't have eyes. Maybe that's actually just like a gemstone in an eye socket.
He once had hair.
But no longer.
Yeah. Wait, is Lol not on Earth?
Nope.
Does Renekton brush his teeth?
I don't know about that. That's not.
They look in pretty good shape, to be honest. Like, his gums are looking pretty good. So I would assume yes. Kaisaban, finally.
Yeah, but we're just going to get a Felios. Milio's gone this time. So let's see what Bro's answer to this is. Is it just going to be... Well, Zaya's gone. I was going to say Zaya Rakan, but yeah, Zaya's gone. Is it a Draven angle? I don't think so. Rel...
Who's going to play Jinx?
I think they have to play Rel. No matter
Rel
what.
is not an AD carry.
Yeah, but they're going to have to play Rel in whatever lane it's going to be. Jinx Rel?
Jinx Rel could be.
It's kind of a thing. It's like not a great thing, but it's decent.
If you want to have any engage outside of your Nico.
Maybe they play
probably,
Nautilus?
Yeah. Could be good too.
Blitzcrank blind?
How about the Braum here?
No, absolutely not. Terrible here. Legit awful. What's he thinking? What you thinking?
Oh, I wanted him to pick Braum.
Leona.
No.
I mean, that's like a midway point between the Nautilus and the Rel, I think, in terms of what it offers for this composition. So I think it's pretty decent. Rel for D+ into pretty aggressive composition here for Bro. The re-engage potential is high. Maybe just play Rakan. Rakan, I would say I would prefer the Rakan. They say they would prefer the Rel. And you know what? I'll defer to Bible on this one. But let's see how it works.
Rakan can have trouble into Jinx Leona, I guess, but in like team fight scenarios, could be really, really nice for like that super quick engage to get on top of that squishy backline and pass the Poppy, whereas Rel might have some more trouble with that. And Wolf, trying to keep your Braum bias down. We know how much you love him.
Don't even start with me. Don't even start with me, original terrible gamer.
It's the truth.
He's
revealing the truth.
I'm gonna start to get really angry.
Terrible
My blood
gamer,
pressure is gonna go up.
But he is a fantastic journalist.
Very, very much in the know. I think that D+, a lot of the game is going to be played around this Viego, like how much of an impact he can make early, because Quinn into Renekton, you have control there. Nico into Annie, you know, as long as you don't misplay, you have a decent amount of wave clear there, and you can have some extra prio. And then Jinx outranges Velio, so Luza needs to get some of these lanes ahead, or at least stave the pressure, or I feel like Bro, if they play as well as they did in Game 1, they could win this series. I like their draft overall. The Rel is really the one that stands out to me as kind of like, you're going to be engaging into this comp, and I don't know if that's what you really want to be doing.
Into Boppy.
Boppy's
going to pop that Rel out of existence. That Rel out of existence, and then what engage do you have? You don't have any except Annie. But, you know, maybe like she drops down Tibbers, and then like Leona backs up, and then you just like Spinorama, and then Rel is gone, and then all of a sudden they turn. Could be the way.
Could be the way. Sounds like it should be the way if they want to win.
Is this the win, not only in one game, but in the entire series for Bro? Let's find out in game number 3.
Lost caster chicken, by the way.
I'm not a
You
chicken,
were
I'm a
1
microwave.
second late. Or sorry, 1 second, 1 second late to have not started it off.
This is the SMR sub floor. I'd pay for that. Jesus. I didn't think our chat was down bad. I was just trying to be a microwave, okay? I'm just trying to do what the chat asks, what it requests of me.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it.
Raptor is taking the Raptors.
He is. He often does, but he's stealing them.
So is he going to do those Raptors and then take the red and then go to his own Raptors?
Probably. But he could also go to blue buff and then pass bottom. I don't think that's what he should do in this game.
Lucid wants to say no to this.
Just say no to jungle invasion.
Uh-oh, stun gonna land. Raptor not gonna get the stun himself. Now he's on the run as the, well, he's gonna Q and flash away as flash over the wall. He has a ward, easy as pie. First blood given over to Lucid. And he's just having a great time now.
Yeah, just like I said, say no to jungle invades. That's Lucid's philosophy. He was like, you can't have that. That's mine. That is my possession. We'll watch this again. Raptor obviously is not able to outpace the Viego here, and then eats the stun and the full set of Q damage, and then he decides to flash, which avoids the Q, and then Lucid's like, gotta extend my W to hit this flash over the wall, to take him out. The ward there allows him to aim it no matter what. Valuable ward. If he misses that, maybe he wastes his flash and Poppy gets away, and you feel like you got a small win, but no, he gets the whole thing. So he's bought a crystal.
Seems like the Challenger's sound issue is back. Sorry, guys. Don't watch Challengers with headphones. I did that once, and then I didn't. Well, sorry about that.
Well, sorry everyone, but it definitely wasn't my fault. I'm just apologizing because you guys had to experience it.
No, it's because you're Canadian.
I'm not Canadian.
Well, you can't prove that.
It's true.
There's absolutely no way you can prove you're not Canadian.
I'm not a Nigerian prince. I can't prove that either.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks for the warning. Apparently it hurts with the soundbar anyway.
I'm not the most base caster of all time. Can't prove that. Guess I am.
We don't want him to stay on your side of the border. Well, Ivory's in some... Okay, well, Pulbay not going to extend there. He sees that Raptor is on the Raptors again. Coincidence? I think not.
Well,
And,
this time he's
yeah.
not going to path to death. He's going to just walk away. He's okay with stealing the one that he was successful in last time, but there's nothing left to get. There's no red buff this time. Hasn't respawned. Lucid, gonna go ahead and clear that ward. Let's see what else Lucid can get done, because I mentioned earlier how critical his role in this game is going to be, especially in the early mid. And he made something happen 1v1 as Palu. It's like,
He's just chilling. He's just hanging
interesting
out.
decision.
He's Leona. Turns out that Rel versus Leona, with these two scaling hyper carries, probably not going to see a lot of action. Unless the junglers go down there. But for now, the junglers just trading Raptors.
How do you like it when I take your Raptors?
Lucid? Who has more Raptors? Is it Raptor who took the Raptors of Lucid? Or is it Lucid who not only took the Raptors of Raptor, but also took Raptor himself?
Ooh, that's a good point. I think that actually makes them even.
Who is the Raptor King?
I think they're tied. I think the next Raptor wins.
Who is the Rap God?
Achilles.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Dracos.
Nah.
Nah. I think Dracos is great.
Me too.
I think Achilles is pretty great too. Achilles just got back from
Thailand?
Yeah. Sorry, I turned into a microwave again. It happens from time to time. You know, the AI is
Bible?
pretty buggy. Bible's fine.
That's enough mana to get out. I was worried he might not actually have enough for the
Bible's
crash down.
pretty rap gaudy, yeah. I feel like the Western League play-by-plays are more rap gaudy than we are here. Like me and Atlas, you know. We don't do rap god that often.
No.
We can, but it's not really our style.
Okay, he is flashless now.
He's actually going to have to flash here. I thought he was just going to be...
Oof, that was close.
All right, well, now they're both getting Gravitoned, and Rahel is going 1v2. I'm not sure if he can actually extend this, especially because he didn't really want to flash in. Now he's going to flash. His
Slow,
Q
and he is.
coming up now, just gets it, and both 80 carries waste their flash for no reason. Great.
Valdez, this is a positive stream only.
I have evolved into Toxicler, okay? I'm not even Chronicler, but I've evolved.
This is a family-friendly stream. Enish's mom is watching. What would she say? What would she say if she understood what you just said?
To assert dominance, not for no reason. Yeah, just like here, right? Thanatos pressing his R button, forcing the flash from Kangin.
빨강 팀이
That's asserting dominance.
Oh, that makes sense because his ult is named Dominus and not Dominance.
Yeah. Well, Thanatos is like, this is not a counter direct, and Kangin's like, yeah, it is.
He's like, let me just press my E
He's
button.
like, I don't think so, actually.
You can't go in on this champ.
He's
not
like, I
happening.
got him, and Kangin's like, I don't, actually,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
not,
think so.
I don't think you do,
Nope.
actually. He is not winning, though, as Quinn, which is not how it's supposed to be. If you played optimally, you
Is
have
there
an
one
advantage.
international caster you really want to cast with? For me, it's Dagda. The guy is super chill. I really just want to cast with him. I have been around him while we were casting the same event, but we didn't cast together, unfortunately.
I wonder, like, who
Who's
would
it
I
for
want to
you?
cast the most with? It's a good question. I'm going to come back to it, though, as Bible still flashless. Raptors
Or
here.
NG. Yeah. Oh, we got another engage. Yeah, there's so many. Oh, man, Bible is just dead. And now they realize, uh-oh, Raptor's here. He's in a lot of trouble. That Moonlight Vigil somehow went through 3 people. I don't even know how that's possible as they bonk Rahel away and save Enosh's soul. And that is that. How did he miss? It's just like that was hard to do. Like actually hard to miss, but you know, I don't think it would have changed too much because unless he hits Enosh, I don't think he gets any kill, but man, that was interesting. Here's Rahel also getting stunned again, but
He's alright.
yeah.
He's red-white. I think Kobe is probably who I'd really want to cast with, or Azael, like, but that would be a tri-cast, of course, of 2 analysts. It'd be fun casting with Flowers or Dracos, though, in terms of play-by-play. Fun to cast with Flowers, you know, maybe.
I'm telling Achilles.
I mean, I've never cast League with Achilles, but I don't know if that's ever
But
going to
he's
happen.
your casting husbando.
Chompers, actually, like, the fact that he doesn't get hit by those and almost gets past them is kind of wild. And, yeah.
He would have gotten more chakras. Yeah, I mean, if he, yeah, maybe? Like, with those 2 or 3 autos he got there at the end, Q comes in, flash on to the Annie as no follow-up route does come in, as Raptor is over the wall, into the bottom lane again, as Bible just going to Magnet Storm and probably give his life here for his 80 carry. Definitely a worthwhile affair, but at the end of the day, it's another kill here to the
I
Bro
told
bot
you guys,
lane.
Bro, man, they could do it tonight. It's starting to feel more likely. This draft is pretty good. The early game has been pretty solid.
Now they are down about 700 gold.
Yeah. They were also down in gold in the first game that they won as well. True.
They had some supreme scaling in that game. But this game they have the better side lane, and they have their Jinx on them.
So,
Good seeing it.
Hex Flash over the wall. It's like I'm watching Peanut when Poppy first became meta again last summer. Good cleanse here from Rahel, but Bible is going to Magnet Storm to try to get away. Nothing he could have done here at all. There's like literally 0 chance he survives, but he does make sure that Rahel gets away. I think Rahel kind of gets away no matter what, but cleansed his way out of it.
Yeah.
But
Feels like
Bible-
spring, where bottom lane is the only one that matters.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's the case in this draft, but
In this game,
with
it
the amount
feels
of
like
attention that they
Yeah.
have put into the bottom lane, at least that Raptor has, it does kind of feel like that.
That's a good old T-Ba. The champions like just need to be a little bit more quiet. People are trying to sleep, man. It's like 11 p.m.
There's probably some Australians that are watching right now for which it is later than 11. If they're on the East Coast.
Guess so.
Yeah. There's some time zones. I learned this. Could be 12, could be midnight for them. Oh, 11:30, see?
That's a weird time division.
Yep, it's midnight. See, midnight represent.
Welcome to Wednesday.
Any Kiwis out there, any New Zealanders? It's 12 in Melbourne. It's literally 12 a.m. right now, see?
Welcome to Wednesday.
They're time travelers, man. I don't get it.
We'll catch up.
Okay. It's 10 a.m. in New York. There you go.
Good morning.
2 a.m. in New Zealand. Wow. Yeah, Europe is like middle of the day. East Coast of America's waking up. Well, they've probably been awake for a little bit if they're not esporters.
Wait, Thanatos didn't take Demolish. I guess because he's into Quinn, so he's not expecting he's ever going to slap a turret. But he did.
Somehow. 7 a.m. in LA. Man, he woke up early for these games. Worth. He heard about DK losing one game. He's like, it's time to get on the hype train.
You just got to get in there and watch some challengers, you know, while he's getting ready for work or whatever.
That's what I'd do.
All right, so this is a big opportunity.
Magnet Storm, yeah, Enosh in a lot of trouble. Thanatos is here as well, and the rest of Bro are just being routed. Ivory getting here a little bit late to the party, not quite able to help out, as Palu will also go down. So that's a couple of kills here on the board now for DK, and should be the second Dragon.
Yeah, when you watch the replay, like if you really look at the minimap and kind of zoom out, you'll notice that Bro are trying to set up a flank with Ivory, and he wants to pop Blossom and they want to collapse in. But it's really easy for D+ to identify that the team is split and Bible is in position for an amazing ultimate. So it's really, unfortunately for Bro, like a really tragic situation here, because look at the flank setup here. They're trying to get the Poppy, or rather the disguised Poppy on the other side of this fight. Nico teleports into the bottom lane, and it's just completely hard forced here for Bro. This was extremely disjointed.
Nice flank from DK. Get the ball rolling. That's why you pick up that Rel, and you get your circles down. Somebody, Bubble Man effect, he woke up and he joined during the microwave noise. I wonder if he thought his speaker was like broken.
No, he just knew shenanigans happened on the screen, probably.
He's like, that's challengers.
He's not a
that's
first-time watcher,
happens. Remember, we have to thank Louis de Broglie for discovering wave particle duality of electrons. Thank you so much, Louis. Your work is that's why we're all here.
Yeah.
You might be talking about microwave. I wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, man, Bro. Louis was the true bro.
Yeah. He gave us all sorts of instant foods and the ability to save food in the refrigerator and eat it again relatively tastily the next day without using any additional gas or extra energy. So,
do Rift Heralds?
Bro, I don't know if this is actually a contestable objective unless Pulbay gets a teleporting. I think Bro in a good spot here, but they need to be decisive.
Pulbay's a little bit late to the party, and he is going to TP into this, but
he's in good position here. I just don't think he can contest.
All right, Bible's going to force it. They are going to burst down somebody. Down goes Palu, as now the Renekton out of the party, but so is Nico. Down goes Rel, but the huge root comes in from the stolen Nico. Lucid is angry. He wants the 2-1 tonight at least. And that is going to be a win in the fight here for DK. They do lose the Rift Herald, but this amount of pressure feels somewhat unbeatable, as now Lucid is Jinx, and yeah, Quinn, once he gets jumped on by 3 people, not going to survive. That is just an extra bonus kill.
So Bro didn't actually push their advantage in that setup at all until it was too late. They wanted to wait for the big group up or the Magnet Storm engage first before Ivory went to pop his ultimate, and ends up being pretty disjointed here as the teleport flank from Pulbay is also here on the edge, and the Bible just sets them up before Bro can actually do anything. And then when the ult comes out here from Raptor, yes, you got the Renekton gone, but the Viego, he's already online, he's already popping off. The double root here allows him to get the resets he needs. Super clean stuff here, and they're able to then follow up and dive the top turret, which is now gone. We'll see if they can punish Thanatos. They might be able to.
Oba? Well, he's gonna kill the ward.
Yeah,
he got that ward gold. Nicely done. Shutdown goes to Raptor.
Yeah, probably didn't want that to happen, but They're also going to lose mid-turret for this. I actually like that Thanatos is like, yeah, I'm just going to use my stun to kill the ward. Don't care. Just going to blow it up.
For undisclosed reasons, I believe it was in the announcement. No, it's all a mystery. We have no idea.
There are bugs on 13.13. Coincidence? 13? Unlucky number 1313? I don't know. I'm pretty superstitious about this, Valdez. I'm pretty sure there was a black cat in the files as well.
Hey, man, black cats aren't unlucky.
Pretty sure it's because Ina stepped on that crack right over there and also walked under a ladder. Ooh, bounty gold. Ooh.
I love objective bounty gold.
Raptor, man, he got bounty gold from killing Thanatos, then got that bounty gold from killing the turret.
We were filming the Pox state. Chronicler said 13 was his lucky number.
That's like a really weird thing to say.
He said it.
I don't believe
We were
that.
talking about the patch, and I'm like, ooh, 13-13, that's unlucky. That's scary. He's like, 13's my lucky number. What
That's a very Chronicler thing to say.
What did he mean by this? As we're flashing onto Quinn, and Kangin's, he's having a little bit of trouble now. He's going to flash away, though.
Calculated.
Just barely.
17 health. Whatever. Easy.
Just another day in the life of Quinn. And it seems like it's not over yet.
Don't kick that Renekton. He's got Dominus. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah. Can Can Nico win the game? No. No, Nico can't win the game.
Not this game. She can win the game, but not this game.
Yeah.
Definitely not winning this one. Doesn't look like. Can Quinn win the game? No. Yeah, it looks pretty doomed.
It's okay. Bro have been in this position before.
Yeah, and then they
have
lost.
Yeah.
It's not okay, fellas. I think it's actually not okay. I think it's really bad. I think it's a situation that I don't think they can solve. I think they need a miracle. I think this is really stressing me out, Valdez.
It's not okay, bro.
I thought maybe this was going to be the first loss. You know, the first loss happened already, but the first series loss.
Jinx just needs 6 items. I'm glad
Too
I'm
bad
an
it's
adult,
D plus
so
Kia
you
the
didn't make
most.
me lose the game.
Too bad it's D plus Kia, the team that pushes their advantages the most, the fastest out of any team in LCK Challengers. I don't think they're going to sit back and let that Jinx scale. I don't think they'll let this Quinn do anything either.
Oh, no, Kangin! He's going to vault! He's going to do it! As now Rel is going to get in, and he can't vault anymore. Cool down. Down he goes as Poppy is swinging her hammer somewhere. I don't know where she was.
How is Challengers not, like, we have the weird ward logo thing. I think it's a ward, but haven't gotten official confirmation. Why isn't the Challengers logo just a spinning poppy? Why isn't it just a poppy copter?
No,
I feel like she's the new mascot. Yeah.
And gradually increasing in size A's.
She's the mascot of Challengers now. It's just every game she's
She's in every single game as well. Unless they ban her. She's like 100% presence in Challengers, I swear. Nico cannot win the game, as we stated before.
Win the Thanatos, though?
Ooh, nice little maneuver. Still has flat.
Rampage.
Oh, man. You had flash, too. I'm like, God, he's going to get away. Oh, God. What's happening here? Stun? That lance has got some power behind it. All right. Do Baron. Okay. Nice. They have Mountain Drake. They have Ocean Drake. They have a decent amount of damage. Kangin is bot.
He's got Bounty Gold.
And Enosh is about to as well.
Enosh?
Right?
He's got a third of a turret.
Yeah. Running away from
And his flash.
Yeah. Okay, well, objective bounty to the Quinn, and DK got the Baron.
Yeah, I don't think we can be subjective about these bounties. I think it's just straight up money went in.
Objectively, a bounty.
Objectively, they did obtain the bounty. And also objectively, it will not change this game in any significant way. But it was a good way to try to get something cross-map, because winning that Baron fight would not have really... I don't know if we could have called it a fight. I don't know if that would have actually been true. Party Bush?
Wow.
Except it's
okay,
of the enemy team?
Somehow they had an inkling, but that is going to be the shutdown here for Jinx, and now all of a sudden the Nico can win, perhaps, as nice little burst from Polbey. He's getting on in there as Renekton goes flying, and
Actually,
now
Nico
DK
can't win.
and Nico
Actually, she
can't
can
win. Unlucky.
I told you guys already.
At least they
Valdez
made the
thought-
Renekton fly.
Valdez thought for a second maybe Nico could win.
I
I love
said
how
maybe.
Bible sees like everybody in a bush, and he's like, I ult that. He's like, I just ult that, no questions. No questions
Yeah.
asked. And he's like, I still got the answer.
Hawks would be so proud.
And that's how you have to play it. I don't know why Ox would be proud, but...
Well, he's engaged support main,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, he's basically Smorg Twitch channel. That's why he would be proud. It's like, okay, well, there were 4 of them in a bush, and then I pressed R and I killed them all.
Let's
That was a
watch
nice
it again.
little Fnatic rush.
No, don't do it with the vision toggle. Okay. And crash down after the Magnet Storm setup. And then Lucid, yeah, maybe he's going to blow up. Maybe he gives a little shutdown gold. Maybe it seems winnable. Maybe the Pop Blossom only hits one person who is a very tanky Renekton with Bird Drinker, who then gets zoomed away. Meanwhile,
Something is happening here. They tried to kill Rahel. It's not working. Gravitum is
It's not
killing them
working.
all, and Polbey is here now. He's going to belt into 2 of them and kill one of them. There's now Raptor on the run.
Penta?
And he's
Penta?
dead eventually. Thanatos is still winning the matchup against Quinn. Now going to flash on in and take, maybe not? Perhaps? So close. So close, but not meant to be. As now we even got Ivory into the play. It's a giant shield. Thanatos doesn't care at all about any of these players on the side of Bro. And now a little stun to come in and Ivory goes down. Thanatos quick 2 against 1 victory for him.
quick 2-1, nothing to see here.
Yeah. Well, they're going to win here. It's Bro-verbal. It's Bro.
Nothing could take away from Bro that they got this close to being the undefeated DK. I don't think they got close to beating them.
They did
They
take a
did
game.
take a game, though.
They Zerayumi cheesed them. Well, the DK cheesed themselves, maybe they did. Up to debate. Let's do a Poxy episode. Palu's gonna go down, and yeah, they're just pressing their boom boom buttons. That's gonna be the end of it. DK wins game number 3 in 24 minutes.
A very one-sided series, except the first game where they didn't play very consistently for some reason. So the streak is broken, and I feel like it really stings that the series was so one-sided, despite the loss of the first game, because you lost your win streak. But Bro made game 1 very interesting. Games 2 and 3, not so much, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna just copy your Pog vote. I think
Yeah,
that's pretty
copy
reasonable.
it.
That's a pretty reasonable
Yeah.
vote. I was like, do I want to go for Thanatos? But I didn't.
We didn't. Lol true. DK lost, so Valdez could microwave. Well, you know, thanks to Percy Spencer for that invention of the microwave. That's part of the reason why we're here today. Thank you so much for that. As, yeah, Bible. That was our vote. Yeah, we did vote the price up. Yeah.
You got to feel for Bro. You know, the game 1 execution was pretty good, and D+ overextended. They punished really well. Game 3, there was an angle here. I really liked the draft, but I think once again we probably shouldn't see Ivory on this Nico pick right now until he is able to, let's say, like, shore up some of the weaknesses of his play.
You didn't vote.
Oh, it didn't go through?
He voted for support. If that,
Just didn't go through.
Just didn't go through. We were all waiting on Wolf.
Sorry.
That was about 10 seconds of waiting that you owe to all of us now.
I'm sorry.
It's like a full minute or more.
It's my fault, guys.
Yeah. DK lost game 1 just as a little bit of a sacrifice so that we could have a lovely, long game
Bro,
series.
they did have a 100 gold lead around 4 minutes.
They did. That did happen. They also took the 1 Herald down that one time and then proceeded to lose the fight immediately after. But they got that. It's Thanatos. Solo kill 2.
I thought about voting for him, but ultimately I just copied you because you voted for support
Yeah.
person. I was like, yeah, actually, I think the rel wasn't the sign.
Throw me under the bus. It's okay.
1 vote difference. So
We almost got there.
we were close, but I mean, look, I think this is actually
Who
fine.
do you vote for?
Why is the music still the damage graph music? Why isn't it the Pog music? It's like they're taunting us because our vote wasn't right or something. They're like, dun, 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 dun.
Tom. See, it was Yundo. Yundo was the difference maker.
There you go.
Yundo could have voted for Bible, and it would have been a Bible POG. But instead, he voted for Solo Kill 2. And, you know, that's fair. Thanatos did win the Renekton versus Quinn matchup somehow.
Yeah, that.
So he was the better player in that case.
I think Kangin is very good, though. I think, obviously, despite the circumstances, he had a pretty good series, all things considered, and a pretty good start to the week. But now, the Korean cast is going to hear from the POGs, and you guys are going to hear from us looking down at the chat monitor. And we're also no longer cringe. We are officially based.
Yeah, I don't think we're goated, though. I think we're just based.
Okay.
I don't feel goated
Okay.
after today.
I'll take it. if that's what they say
based.
about us now,
Yeah.
that we're based,
They do say that.
then
The people who say things, they say we are based.
Yeah.
And we can be cringe in Atlas's mind, but he doesn't matter. So we're based on great days of long challengers that go all the way, the distance to 6 games.
we're also soybean based as well.
Soybean?
Yeah.
Not carbon based like
No.
other humans?
I don't think so.
What percentage of nitrogen is your body composed of, Wolf? Just curious.
I actually personally don't share that information with
Oh.
other people.
Okay. You don't want to
Sorry.
be body hacked?
I have my own personal reasons. I don't like to share that.
The original Terrible Gamer is silicone based, so he's gotten some upgrades in his time. Not AI casters.
He's living in the
we are.
silicon world.
We're just trying to, identify with the humans around us and not seem too different, right? We're just trying to relate. Tell us if it sounds weird. We'll update the firmware. Go to casters do air fryer sounds instead of microwave. Air fryer.
Air flyer?
He didn't say air flyer. He said air fry.
Look at his username.
Oh, Flyers lol. He's probably a fan of the Philadelphia Flyers. They're not very good. It's a hockey team.
Are they bad?
They're generally not good. They were good a couple seasons
Tell
ago.
me why they're not good.
I forget. I think they lost like a couple of their good guys. They are not good. Yeah. See?
I'm just messing with you guys.
You guys weren't lying. See, Kid Kiruya?
I told you.
He knew. Well, he didn't know,
have-
but he watched and he found out.
He did. We do a lot of weird stuff on the English broadcast for challengers. Sometimes we just roll over and fall apart on the stream because it gets really hard.
Spongious, etc.
Yeah, sometimes we just turn into sand, and sometimes the games the games reward us. Sometimes they break
Sometimes
us.
I feel like I'm turning into a Zir sun turret. That's kind of the way sometimes that's the way I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I should express that and
Usually
share that with the audience.
Usually for me, sometimes I feel like I want to say nice things about the players, but they haven't given me too much ammunition, and I feel like a little bit guilty, but also trying to apply humor, and it gets a little bit exhausting because I want to say the truth, but I also want to say the nice things.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the gameplay gets really wild and crazy, and it's hard to explain because it doesn't make sense from a
Generally, it doesn't.
high-level perspective. But yeah, sometimes we commentate the game, yeah.
We're too spoiled with Bro from the LCK and their pristine play. Just absolute Giga Chad dominance. 100% Valdez is in shorts, but is Wolf also? How do you know I'm in shorts?
I will not share that information today.
He won't even tell us how much nitrogen he's made up of. It's unbelievable.
Not happening.
I would say it's about 3.4%, but I'm just taking a guess. Me ears. Okay, well, production did it to you again. Sorry about that. Sorry for owning your ears. Atlas showed his pants.
I showed my pants once by accident, but you don't know what I'm
Wolf
wearing.
is
Today.
a mankini.
I don't even know what that is.
Only under his, yeah, under that. Why do you attack our ears again? Sorry, that's my fault. My AI bugged. And then the Zoom call fit dress top and then just boxers. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't tuck my shirt in. I'll tell you guys that secret. It's not tucked. You can probably tell. But
How can you tell?
just because it doesn't look tightly packed into my pants.
Yeah, maybe like if we had suspenders, it would be like that. Yeah, it could work. Noted banana hammock enthusiast.
I do like hammocks.
Yeah, absolutely. Did DK reverse sweep them? I guess you could say that.
Ox showed his chair.
Ox showed his chair?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Sorry, hold on. I dropped something.
big penalty there.
Yeah, but you should never show
How
your
do
chair.
you pronounce chalks? Is it show like French or is it chalks?
I haven't. You're asking
Some
the
people have
wrong
been
person.
saying that today, like chalks from yesterday. I didn't watch too much because I slept for 20 hours instead. And then I ate Chinese food and then I went back to sleep. Chovy. There you go. Like chair ox. There you go. Yeah, chalks. Wolf showed part of his chair. Yeah, it's a bit revealing. I can't believe you would do that on stream.
I did not. I just dropped something.
What?
I dropped something on the floor, and then like maybe the chair showed for a second.
That's just my back. It's part of me, actually.
It's part of who he is. That's part of his back that isn't attached to the faker charging station behind us.
Yeah. Maybe the lesson is ox is pronounced like O.
Wait, T1 Chronicler is here?
Yeah. T1 Chronicler's here. Regular Chronicler's here.
I mean, there's T1 Chronicler is regular. Chronicler's just on his other account, but I'm surprised that he has been so silent today. The T1 Chronicler persona is a little bit more talkative. Is Bun Bun Squish here?
W.
I don't think everyone's here if Bun Bun Squish is not here.
True. There were no rails to begin with. No rails.
There are no rails now.
There
Yeah.
are no rails on this train.
Not since last year. They've been gone.
That's not how that saying goes, right? There are no rails on these tracks, right? Is the way it should be, not rails on this train? Because trains don't have rails. That doesn't make any sense. Yeehaw!
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yes, we all know that play-by-play casters are parts of chairs, or else they wouldn't have enough energy to cast all this. Yeah, I got to connect
True.
directly into the faker line behind me. Otherwise, I mean, there's no... Yeah, there's no way I
KT
could do
Challengers
this.
is more of a roller coaster than regular KT. It's true.
For now.
For now. They were not last season. Last season they were just really good. But
Is Roamer the best mid lane in Challengers?
could be.
Is
It's
he
either him
better
or
than
Poolbay.
Poolbay?
I think they're pretty similar.
Hmm.
I don't think there's like a definitive way to prove which one is stronger at the moment. Oh, thanks, Wandy / Wandy.
Thanks, Wandai 4.
W Andy 4.
Yeah. It's a winning Andy.
Yeah. All right.
There you
That's
go.
it. That's the last one. That's the last yeehaw.
All right. Well, DK, unfortunately, they did drop their first game, but they are still 11-0. So that is something we can still celebrate. The 18-0 dream is still a possibility, and at this point in time, even though Bro got relatively close with the one win, they didn't look close over 3 games, as DK did stomp them in games 2 and 3. But hey, maybe this is the first weakness that DK has shown, and perhaps a team in the future, namely Helma Life Esports, can make it happen.
Could happen.
Or Call Me and his other players that play with him on that team.
Yeah, so they are, with this win, plus 21 in the standings. So we'll still move up to that, and we'll maintain the first place spot by a large margin. They're 14 games ahead of Hanwha Life, who have won 8 of their 11 series, but have dropped a lot of games along the way. And for the side of Bro, they do drop below 50. It will be at 5 and 6, just below Gen.G.
Goodbye, Denunciator.
Bye.
If the win had come through, they would have actually been ahead of Gen.G and would be in a pretty good spot for playoffs. They're still in a decent spot, but nothing is guaranteed with KT and Liv Sandbox hot on their heels. Liv Sandbox has lost a lot more games than KT has, though, so much more likely that KT will be the one that challenges for that spot. As here's the rest of the non-English streamed week. T1 versus DRX, Liv Sandbox Nongshim, KT Gen.G. Sounds like a pretty good one. That will not be streamed, though. Kwangdong D+, and HLE Bro.
Yeah. I think the HLE Bro match could be pretty interesting. Not streamed, though. Yeah, Hojin and Shai going to do their best to hold down the fort and do some nice co-streaming for a couple of those matches, or 3 out of the 5.
Yeah.
And we will be doing the LCK during that time, so...
Well,
no English cast.
Not during the beginning. That starts at 2 p.m. We'll be doing LCK starting at about 4:50.
Yeah.
Actually, a little bit earlier, because pre-show. Maybe like 4:35.
True.
But during part of this time, we'll be doing the LCK. So we cannot
not the
do
Shy.
part of it.
Shy.
Shy. Yeah, not the Shy. Manchester.
Next week, you and I will be covering DK versus T1, Bro versus Nongshim, and Hama Life Esports versus Liv Sandbox. I don't know, Wolf, but to me that looks like a 6-game day. Potential for 7
That looks like
craziness,
that's a 7-gamer. That's a 7-gamer
but
right there.
I'm going to go ahead and call it a 6-gamer right now.
I'm saying 7. And then Tuesday, the 2-match Tuesday, will be the other 2. As here's LCK this week. Pretty straightforward tier list week like last week, but I think I actually wrote my match of the week as Hanwha Life versus KT Rolster. I think that's probably the best series of the week, but it will probably end up being KT taking a 2-0.
It's Viper and his friends versus KT Rolster. Viper Life Esports, you could also call them. T1 versus Nongshim is the one match where you're like on paper that should be, if you're thinking about spring, like an Omega Stomp, but actually the way T1 are looking, that might be a Nongshim victory. So that one, potentially the closest match we have.
Yeah, that's for the wrong reasons. Yeah, I think that matchup definitely could be very close, but if you're a T1 fan or an Nongshim fan, it might be hard to watch because you're like, oh man, can we actually do it this time? They played T1 to 3 games last time they met, but T1 did end up taking the series. So those are, I think, the best matches of the week for sure.
And Faker's still out on injury as far as we know, so Poby will be playing once again.
He said he was going to be for 2 weeks at least, and it's only been 1 week, so at least this full week of LCK is
T1 took some, Jeju trip teamwork, team bonding time. Maybe that'll get them across the line. I know the majority of us predicted T1, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I predicted T1.
Not everybody voted for T1. You will see who did not. Starting tomorrow, I think, on the pre-show, they're going to show those predictions for the week as they normally do for the LCK. And it's going to be interesting. Maybe another 2-0 every match week, though, for LCK.
I think it's pretty likely. We just have 2 clear favorite teams, and then there's a kind of a gap between most of the other teams. I think you look at like Hanwha versus D+, that's a 6 series that we won't have for a while. KT versus Gen.G, we're not going to have until week 7. So those are the kind of matches that could go either way. The rest of them, you kind of know. You kind of know. If you know, you know. And
if you know, you know. If you know, you know is one of those phrases that's like, it is what it is. Where it like doesn't mean anything, but it also means a lot.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
It isn't what it isn't, Valdez.
It isn't what it isn't, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We have to please closing comments, and thank you again for this wonderful day and yesterday as well of long Challenger Fields. We are done here. Thank you for watching. Good night. Bye.